Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome back to another Flight Sim stream here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 as we fly around in the career mode. For some reason, my bot wasn't working as we went live, so no auto announcements, so I had to quickly do that, and instead of that, I missed out on going to the bathroom. That being said, I probably should go really quick. Just put the music back on for another few minutes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'll be back. There we go. Alright. Hello everyone, this is Chillainous. I am feeling much better now. Yeah, sucks when you only have a song that only goes for like a couple minutes. But today we are playing Flight Sim 2024 in the career mode. We're going to be unlocking the charter service. Oh jeez, those rudder pedals are a bit close. We're going to be unlocking the charter service in Flight Sim. I had an interesting thought where I'm like, what am I going to do once this finishes? Like once we get to a point where we can't really do any more flights, like what do we do? Do we go for a season 2? Try and do things a little differently? Do we use another career program? Neofly or Pylops or something? Yeah, I don't know. But it is a real thought at the moment. Like we still have lots we can do in the career mode, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to get into the missions. And yeah, we're going to be flying out in Bora Bora, but really quick, just want to show the kind of missions we have right now. We have a large quantity of them. At the end of this flight, we may do another flight, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Honestly, today is not the best of days, so yeah, we'll see how we're going. But yeah, there's lots of different aircraft that we can fly now, and a lot of it, especially medium cargo and ferry flights, can be flown lifetime live weather. God, excuse me. But yeah, so I'm excited to at least get the charter flights. The only thing that I'm not excited about is that we have to fly it in a Cessna 172. But we should get some nice views out here in Bora Bora. We are flying from the North Island to this more southern island. What's up, Disco? How you doing? You're happy to have your account back? Why is that? Like, you said that the account was back last time you were in here, so... Is there more that's gone on that makes you happy to have it back, or... Oh man, and Tahiti is right here as well. I didn't realize that Bora Bora and Tahiti were pretty much neighbors. I've actually done the flight here. Here you go, from Temai, or I don't know. But just across the water to Bar. That's probably how you get over to these areas. Anyway. No, it's all good, Disco. Hope you're doing well today, by the way. Alright, so we're going to take the 172. We've got a little bit of cloud cover here. Looks like we're departing straight out. Then it wants us to essentially overfly the airport and then RNAV straight in. So that should be cool. And this flight will be roughly 45 minutes to an hour. I like how it actually dressed us up in captain's clothes here. So we've already got double the fuel we need. I'm going to add on just a tiny bit more. So we have like double and a half. And we will be recording this. It might become the norm that streams happen on Wednesdays, especially during this raid season. I don't know, raid tier in Final Fantasy. Then that way I'm not doing a stream in the afternoon, then only getting a tiny bit of time, and then more streaming in the evening. This way here it keeps me feeling balanced. Like I thought I could do it last week. I did not have the best Thursday and just wanted to chill out instead of stream, which is obviously not a good thing. No content, no discoverability. So, should really be doing that sort of thing. Speaking of discoverability, by the way, be sure to go check out my variety channel if you like Minecraft and stuff. You can type in !variety into the chat. I just recently uploaded a Minecraft video where we upgraded our power bank. And that's been doing pretty okay. But on top of that, the second fight of 4 in the raid tier got cleared. It'll be uploaded to that at some stage very shortly as well. Just need to export that and then I can put that on. Anyway, we're going to go into YouTuber mode here and get this charter flight done. And this video, I don't know if I'm going to keep up with 2 videos a week. Honestly, I want to relax. 2 videos a week is doing goal for me anyway, so You know, like videos after 4 months did better than my whole career mode flight put together. So my whole career mode to this point together, like, it's ridiculous. So just put that down to 1 a week, maybe do some additional flying off camera, and I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll want to, now that we have more qualifications, maybe I will want to do some more flying, and maybe it won't be a problem and I will still do the 2 a week. We will see. But right now, juggling content for 3 different games is crazy. So things that we need to look out for in today's flight, by the way: passenger satisfaction, airline procedure compliance, and ensure aircraft integrity. So passenger satisfaction, making sure they get there on time, that we don't make too many sharp turns or anything. Airline procedure compliance obviously relates to ATC, staying at the correct flight level. And then ensure aircraft integrity, making sure we don't overspeed the flaps. It's probably going to happen. And making sure we don't land too heavy either. Funny thing, just before, as I was testing something, I actually did a landing into the airport that we are departing from. 0 flaps, 100% smoothness. Like, it's when we start getting slow that there's problems. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. Just going slower, more problems. Landed no problem in the 172, going like, what was it? 85, 95 knots, and still got to do, because I was like landing on controller, because I was taking thumbnails. I didn't know what the brakes were, and I still came to a stop before the end of the runway. Like, that's how well we landed. It was awesome. Anyway, let's get into this one here. Private charter, Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210. And hit record. And Sky Dolly. My Sky Dolly was having issues. It is now pretty fixed, so I'm feeling really good about that. Hey, what's up? Juicy, how's it going, mate? Should I say know me? Just going back to the old days. Alright, let's get into this flight. Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 Career Mode. Today we are doing a VIP charter flight out of Bora Bora. I believe we're still landing at Bora Bora, just a different island, but kind of halfway over to Tahiti. This is our VIP charter check ride, so hopefully we get somewhere with it. Let's turn on the nav. And we'll set those fuel tanks. We'll request boarding here shortly once all of this thing here is set. Are we flying predetermined weather? Yes, we are. You can tell because the pressure is 1013. And we have decent flying conditions. At this moment here, Bora Bora is actually being ravaged by a storm, so unfortunately we don't get to fly in that. That would have been some fun, right? Yeah, old Mixer days. I mean, not even that, like old WoW days as well. Good old gnome effect. Alright, let us request a boarding.
Ground service, hi. This is flight FCW 4210, parking 3, please. Begin passenger boarding.
Understood, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a good flight on behalf of First Class Wings.
Hi, Captain.
Hello there. Right. Let's do the startup here. Turn on the beacon. I forgot to press record on Skydolly. Whoops. That should have happened a lot sooner. Alright. Clear left. Clear right. Let's turn on that prop. Turn on the avionics. Today we are flying IFR. Because we will be flying over a lot of water. You can kind of see it over here on the tab. Just about how far we will be flying, and the majority of it is over water, so yeah. We probably could visual reference it to one island, from one island to the next. But no, we're IFRing today.
Bora Bora Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra IFR to Raiatea. Ready to copy.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Raiatea Airport as filed. Runway 29er. Climb and maintain 4,000. Departure frequency is 126.7. Squawk 4747.
Cleared to Raiatea. As filed. Runway 29er. Climb and maintain 4,000. Departure frequency is 126.7. Squawk 4747. Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 118.9er when ready to taxi. Good day.
G'day.
Hello, everyone. Please give your warmest welcome to our passenger, Mr. Bernard. He's close to one of our top athlete clients. The service must be impeccable. Our 5-star reputation precedes us. Have a good flight, Captain.
Damn, I can't flick my my head around that far. So we apparently need to request startup clearance. Nah, we're already started up.
Bora Bora Ground. Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready to taxi, IFR.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway. 29er via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.9er when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 29er via taxiway. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
One gripe there, we're already on 118.9. It would be nice to be like, contact, what is it? It should be contact me when ready for departure or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we will set the flaps because they always take a little bit. Turn on our taxi lights. Let the engine warm up a little bit. We're about 1,000 RPM. Let's get going. Also turn on nav. I really should set up an FLC now. Never mind, we will wait a hot sec. It would be cool to fly one of these bigger planes into Bora Bora. Or like even just an, oh my lord, I cannot stay on this taxi line. Or even just an island in general, like the Sky Courier or something. Seems like it would be a bit of fun.
Dear passengers, on behalf of our airline personnel, we would like to welcome you on board Flight FCW 4210 bound for Uturoa. Our flight time will be 11 minutes. We expect an on-time departure, and we're currently ready for takeoff. I will keep you informed of any key updates as we go through the flight. Thank you.
11 minutes. I don't think so, mate.
Bora Bora Tower. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at runway 29er ready for departure. IFR to Rayata.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, QNH 101 cleared for takeoff, runway 29er.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29er. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Let's set our landing lights. Taxi lights off. Strobes on. Let our passengers know that we are taking off.
Dear passengers, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of First Class Wings, I would like to welcome you on board Flight FCW 4210 bound for Uturoa. Estimated flight time to Uturoa is 11 minutes. To prepare for takeoff, please ensure your seat belt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you, and get ready for a wonderful flight.
That's an interesting looking tray table there. I believe that there is a yoke. This is why you need to have multiple voice lines depending on what it is you are doing, the kind of aircraft you are flying and everything. Asobo surely has a budget. They're probably laughing, counting their money right now. Also, the island that we see in front of us, very much in front of us, is the one that I would use as a visual reference for flying this flight VFR. It's nice to see that you could see it. And the one that we might actually be landing on over there as well. 10-minute flight though. I doubt that. Alright, go nice and slow here. Nothing wrong with going slow. Okay. Alright, engine is spooling up. And let's get going. Airspeed is alive. $55 knots. Rotate. And we climb 4,000 feet. Oh man, it's so nice out there. Looks like there might be like a cruise ship or something as well. That would be so wicked to come out on. Right, we are above 300 feet. We can retract flaps.
Cessna X-Ray Golf, Sierra contact Tahiti Center on 126.7. Good day.
Going to 126.7, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Tahiti Center, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is passing 800 climbing 4,000.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Tahiti Center, QNH 101 radar contact continue. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb and maintain 5,000. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Nice, so you get to fly 5,000 feet over the ocean. Should get us a lot closer to those clouds, which look light and fluffy and delicious. We'll hand fly for a hot sec, though I won't be planning on hand flying the whole way. Just, I want to appreciate all the views out here, like, damn. And plus, when I'm hand flying, when I look around at the views, I seem to go off the flight path. Autopilot on. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a quick look at our flight plan here. Hello, you have me up close and personal here. You can see here that the waypoint Rulom is 5,000 and then Redoc is 3,000, so that'll be around the time we do our top of descent. And the reason I'm talking like this is because I'm right in the microphone right now and I don't want to blow your eardrums out. Yeah, it's hard to tell where our top of descent is, but hopefully it'll be good and tell us where it is anyway. And now my camera is sliding. There we go. Alright, so how are we doing out there in internet land? Hope you're all having a lovely Wednesday. I don't know why talking like that just made my throat go really stupid. And while I am, oh my god, and while I'm looking out the window and remembering, pins off, I really should try and find where to turn them off by default. Alright, we are approaching 5,000 feet. Never mind, we are at 5,000 feet. Got some great views over the islands here. Wow. And I'll just let the passengers know that we are in cruise.
Dear passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on Flight FCW 4210. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 5,000 feet and an airspeed of 90 knots. It's 10:35 a.m. and are expecting to land in Uturo approximately at 11:42 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to Chillainous on YouTube. Thank you. Man, I really like the radio effect they have going on when you get outside the cockpit. Right, so we're about to make our left turn out of here. It does say fly to Rulom. I don't know if it wanted us to go direct from there or... Because it's been flight of Rulon for a while. Let's actually just bring back some of those RPMs as well before we stress the aircraft. Keep the throttle full, and we'll just reduce the mixture. Then that way our fuel flow. But God, that's so hard to say. That way our fuel flow gallons per hour at the top there won't drain quite so fast. We become more fuel efficient that way by dropping out some of the mixture, which is essentially our fuel.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 25 approach via Rulum transition. Cleared to Rulum.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 25 approach via Rulum transition. Cleared to Rulum. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Right, so that is our direct to Rulum there. We have roughly 10 minutes in this flight. It's a very, very short one. Well, I mean, I guess private chartering means that you would, you'd fly all sorts of people, all sorts of distances. But I don't know. It could be cheaper than getting a cruise ship. Speaking of cruise ships, I'm pretty sure I saw one back there at the airfield. And the view of the island where we just took off is insanely nice. And in the thumbnail, you can see that mountain there in the middle. You can see that in the background. Alright, so I was saying, inform the passengers about descent via intercom. I'm just going to have a look over here. Okay, so our top of descent is at Rulum. Do I need to tell them now about descent, or do we do it in a few minutes when we get a little bit closer? Because right now we are roughly 9 minutes away. I don't know if we need to tell them right now. Maybe once you get to 5 minutes away, maybe. Get some cinematics here. Like this. That was garbage. Oh, because I pressed the wrong button. It just had the wrong point of focus. So. Alright, this one here should be better. Much better. Fortunately, the head tracking does mess with it a little bit. Also, we have an aircraft in front of us. Guys, this might actually be the first time I'm seeing any sort of traffic in the career mode. We have an ATR 72600 right in front of us. Looks like they are coming into land. That's wicked. From November Tango Alpha Alpha. Not sure exactly where that is, and in the live weather it looks like they are arriving in the opposite direction to us. What is that, runway 07 or something? But yeah, that is so cool. Hopefully we get to see more of that as we fly around the world. To be fair, a lot of our flying around the world is in regional areas where we won't actually see things like that, so it's a bit unfortunate. So maybe if we fly along the city coast and stuff, maybe we'll see modern. So maybe if we fly around the city coasts, maybe we'll see more of that in the future. That was wicked. Looks like they're on the ground now, so they stop showing up, which is a little bit sad. Roughly 5.5 minutes now to the top of descent. I am curious when you should tell people about the descent. Whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know, I'm not really too fussed with it right now. I'm just enjoying all the views. All the islands, all the greenery. It's a beautiful change of scenery from flying around Australia, but that said, we're also going to continue flying around Australia. I'd love to unlock most of Australia, at least by the end of this career mode playthrough. That means flying jets to get into the far off areas, or just spending a lot of time in GA aircraft. Inland is going to be the challenging one. That's where we'll probably end up doing a bunch of ferry flights and charter flights and everything like that. I'm honestly excited. Can't wait to have my own charter service. Oh, that's going to be sick. Just need a little bit more money first. And now I'm curious if when they said it'll be a 10-minute flight, whether they meant 10 minutes in cruise, because that obviously doesn't include the everything, the taxi, the takeoff, the approach, the descents, and the landings, and more taxiing. So who knows? But I don't know. At this point here, I'm not really complaining. It's just funny that they say 10 minutes and it's obviously been much longer than 10 minutes. Alright, we're 3 minutes from top of descent, so we'll announce to the passengers that we will be descending shortly.
Dear passengers, as we start our descent to Uturo, please fasten your seat belt. Thank you.
That's it. As we begin our descent, they should say, please make sure your seats are upright and your tray table. I don't know. Or I don't know if that's only for landing. I don't have enough experience in real life aircraft to know any different. It's like there's 2 more aircraft. This is so wicked. They're probably like way high in the sky though. We'll be descending 3,000, I'm fairly sure. Correct. We are approaching our top of descent very, very quickly, so I am worried that we won't get an instruction to begin descending. And it will be, I'll start descending, and they'll complain that I'm descending too fast. See, those other aircraft are like over there somewhere. Man, this head tracking is a pain in the ass. It's the fact that my webcam is... Well, it's 13 years old this year, so... Still does the job fine. Just not what you would expect these days. Alright, so it says expect RNAV runway 25 approach via rule-on. Alright, let's turn on the VNAV. We're now on the V path. We are descending. It says land runway 25, so obviously they know that we'll be on the RNAV. We're pretty much overflying the airfield right now. There it is right below us. So you just come in for a wide swing. We'll keep our speed up through the majority of the RNAV. Until we get a little bit more onto the straight, then we'll start slowing down a little bit. Also, chat, don't forget to hydrate. Ever since I did that quiet voice, my throat has been irritating me. And yeah, it's just a good reason to remind you all to hydrate as well. I will say the music is very calming. Very suited to looking out here at all the islands. It's crazy that we can still see where we took off like 20 minutes ago. And can almost see the airport as well. That's so wicked. I love big open spaces like this. Do I like flying over them? I don't know, but I would think I would definitely feel anxious flying over large bodies of water like this. So you guys enjoying today's flight? Honestly, it's a little bit quiet today, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go. For time, we might end up doing another one in something that isn't the 172. Try and get a little bit more money. On top of that, though, we could go do flight seeing in our own 172 and nab some money that way. So, like, the difference in money between free... Oh, hang on. Think about taking my own 172 out on a spin, though I always have a problem with the 172. Any regulars of the channel who have watched me land especially know that. However, the difference in money, earning money, flight seeing as a freelancer between 3 point of interest will give you roughly $25,000 to $30,000. Or maybe it's like $20,000 to $30,000. And then doing a 2.5 hour medium cargo flight for an employer will also give you $30,000, or even like 3 hours or something. It's nutso. Right, we're now at 3,000 feet. I have to give it full mixture here now. It's kind of the point where the air isn't quite as thin. So you don't need to introduce more oxygen to keep the fuel running at peak efficiency. It's kind of nice out. Times like this I wish I did have a face cam on. I'm actually wondering if that's the whole reason why some things don't work out, because I'm not using a face cam. But surely not. Heaps of people find success with not using that sort of stuff.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Climb and maintain 4,500.
You're kidding me, right?
Climb and maintain 4,500. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
It wants me to climb even though the RNAV says be down at this height. Mate. I swear to God, if it makes me, like, too high for the approach or whatever, I'm going to be so mad. Or straight away it'll be like, descend and maintain. It's a bit of a joke, the ATC in this game. I hope it doesn't straight away say descend and maintain blah 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 blah. But who knows? We'll just do what it says.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Contact Rayata Tower on 118.5 when inbound.
Tower on 118.5. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Right, well, we're not quite inbound yet. We won't really be inbound until we turn straight on with it, so... That's so silly, having to climb back up just to only come back down. I don't understand, man. You're flying from Brizzy to Sydney on VATSIM? That's awesome. What are you flying today? So we can see, well, we can't quite see the airfield, but we can see roughly where it will be, right there on that right side of the island. Alright, where are we descending to? 2000. X-Plane 12 737 800. That's awesome. Are you using the Zebo 737? Oh my god, I have something in my eye. There we go. Alright, we'll start descending along with... Oh. Alright, we'll start descending along with our approach path here. We kind of want to stay right next to it. And it seems like we're going to need a lot of descent to keep up with it. But we'll be contacting Tower here very, very shortly. Say that we are inbound on our way into Raiatea. The Level Up 737? I haven't heard of that one. Is it like good? Alright, we will be inbound on the approach shortly. I'm trying to just catch back up to the approach. Maybe if I turn on approach mode now, maybe it will clip to it instead of the path. No, I also think I lightly clipped back course there. Never mind, I might have clipped nav. Oh no. Gotta chase it back down again. Okay, we are shaking a lot left to right at the moment. Let me just give it a little bit of help. There we go. That should stop us shaking left to right. Slow down. Feet back on the rudder pedals, which actually feel a little bit off center at the moment. Doesn't feel very nice. And we are now inbound. Let's contact Tower.
Raiatea Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, 10 miles east. Inbound RNAV runway 25 approach.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Raiatea Tower, QNH 101 tree, cleared RNAV runway 25 approach.
Cleared RNAV runway 25 approach. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Sick. Maybe we should have talked to them a bit sooner because they were like cleared the RNAV 25 approach. Maybe it's just an Australia thing. I'm just more used to approach and departures telling you those sorts of information. Maybe it's just like a VATSIM thing. Who knows? But we are going to try and keep pretty slow for this. Just take our time. We don't need to rush here. Unless the clients want us to rush. Do you want me to rush? It looks like she's nodding yes. Just very slightly. Alright, approach mode is on. Surely we can attach ourselves to it at this point here. The runway is in sight. And there we go, we are now on the glide path. I don't believe we have minimums, and I really should have checked charts, but that is just how it be. This is the kind of speed we need to be doing for landing. Like, this is actually perfect. Oh. We'll come down slightly faster, not too much faster. But I do want to be finished this flight sometime this millennium.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Wind calm. Cleared to land runway 25.
Cleared to land runway 25. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Alright. Well then, with that, let's introduce Flaps 1. That should slow us down a little bit. And just to make sure that we do land this thing, I'm going to leave the autopilot on as long as I can so I can manage the speed, so the aircraft manages the angles, so that when I get out of autopilot, this landing is as smooth as possible. That said, watch me mess it up somehow. For cinematic purposes, the current replay time, 42 minutes. Disregard, 43 minutes. I'd love to get a flyby shot. Alright, continue slowing. Flaps 2. So in the aircraft information, it really should tell you what the landing speeds are. But if we bring it up here and we go to here and we do aircraft information, we see cruise speed, how much fuel it uses, how many seats it has. But it doesn't really tell you much about how fast you technically should be landing for the best results. I feel like that's something that should be included in the manual. Or at least in some basic information like that.
500.
Continue. Got some great views of the city out here, out our left window. Wow. could actually be like a bucket list thing to do. Visit Bora Bora, Tahiti, all those sorts of things. Alright, I've kind of got my aiming point in sight. Going to bring out a little bit more of the throttle and disconnect the autopilot. And hopefully we don't float our way down the runway. Then we just pull back very gently. Keep bringing out the throttle. Pull back. Pull back. More throttle out. Look at the end of the runway. Oh, for God's sake, man. That's so annoying. I felt like we had such a great approach and then we just planted.
Turn next taxiway.
That's a broken gear for sure. Oh, thank God we're not using our own 172. I had the right idea all the way down too. Super frustrating. Well, we should at least pass our check, right? So we should be able to
contact ground on 118.5.
charter people around.
118.5. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, with that we will turn landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe lights off, and we will request taxi to parking.
Right to our ground. Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request taxi to parking.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation, parking via taxiway. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Well, get the passengers sorted.
Dear passengers, welcome to Uturoa. Local time is 11:08 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop, and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first-class wings. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Uturoa.
That was a smooth ride. Thanks for the safe travel, Captain. I will recommend your company.
Thank you, I would appreciate it if you did recommend my company. Alright, with that out of the way, let's turn that off. Turn off those lights. Take out the fuel. I can't turn off the aircraft, you're leaving it half on, dude. Alright, well, let's have a go. Alright, well, let's have a look through our rating here. The passenger satisfaction today was 84%. Could have been because we were slightly slow, who knows. All airline procedures were done to 100% satisfaction. Wicked. I respect the condition of the aircraft. 96%. We might have popped a tire there on that landing. Next up, the employer stole all but 2,000 credits from us. The reputation bonus was 1,180 credits, the no-skip bonus 3,850 for a total of 7,100. And our reputation does get bumped up very, very slightly. And we go from level 50 to 51. Not surprising, it wasn't a very long flight. And with that, we can now do all of the charter missions around the place. Wonder what kind of ferry flights they have here. You got 4-hour flights in the PC-12. If I were to ever do flights like that, especially on stream, that would definitely have to be time skipped. And this one here, a 2-hour flight, that's not too bad. And if we have a look at charter flights in Australia, there is nothing. Wow, maybe we actually do need to have our own company for that. We'll see in the future. But with that, that is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and leave your thoughts about this whole flight down in the comments section. If you like what you saw, be sure to click the screen. Oh, if you like what you saw, click the video on your screen where we do... Fuck. If you like what you saw today, be sure to click the video on your screen where we qualify for medium cargo transport in Japan. Until the next time, everyone, do take care of yourselves. There is only one of you, and I will see you again in the next video. Have a good one, everyone. Ciao. And there we go. That is the video done. We'll go looking through the missions, see if there's anything that's like interesting or like catches my eye. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go. It'd have to be like a short flight if I wanted to. Got a DAR TBM 9:30. It's only a 20-minute flight. That's not too bad. Then you got the Cirrus SR-22. That's a 30-minute flight. The Diamond DA-62. That's a 30-minute flight. 45. Nah. Portland to Millicent. It's a 172 though. Blah. What's this? This is a DA-62. That's a... Oh, excuse me, a 15-minute flight. In a DA-62, at that point there, just drive out there to pick it up. Like, seriously, driving from God, where is it? Is it this intersection? I know it's a bit hard to see with how crap the everything is. No, yeah, this is it. So this is the main road that you take into Adelaide because it does split off into three and there's some god ugly, like, concrete trees right here. But yeah, like at that point there, driving from that point there to Murray Bridge is no more than like an hour. And it wants us to fly from... Oh god, where is it? It's disappeared. There it is. Yeah, so doing this drive, like, yeah, you'd probably have to like come down and around and then up a little bit. But like that drive would not take more than 30 to 45 minutes. It'd be way cheaper than, you know, using avgas or whatever it is that the DA-62 runs. Nothing really is taking my fancy too much, and we've been live for at least an hour, and we did get the full video and everything, so I might just finish up, honestly, and get to editing, just so that I can relax for the rest of the week and not have to worry about editing things. The Minecraft video as well is already nearly done, and then I could just focus on the raiding this week. But I will be doing some more jobs as we as we go through the week, I'll do a few more. I'll probably do some flight seeing out here if I do freelancer. The amount of money we can make out here is pretty good. If we look at this, 30,000, 60,000, let's say for argument's sake, 80,000, 110,000, 140,000, 170,000, 200,000, 230,000, 260,000, 290,000, 320,000, 340,000, 370,000, 300,000, 320,000. Yeah, so like just between these jobs here before it starts moving into Cootamundra, sorry, not Cootamundra, Caloundra, we're looking at like over $300,000, at which point we should be able to get an aircraft and start up a new company, one that I actually want to do. And if we look at the companies, can I create a company? Because cargo transport would be fun. The only problem is that like minimum 200,000, and I'm not very good in the Zlin, but you can use like 172s and stuff. Don't really want to do that. Passenger transport would be wicked, but it'd probably be the charter service. Minimum 240,000, and again, a 172. Blah. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to be doing, is like the chartering service, the passenger transport. Like we can't do passenger transport because we don't have the heli license or anything like that. But yeah, so passenger transport, cargo transport, charter service, they would all be really cool. Actually, no, not missions. If we want to have a look and see what we can, I don't know. It'd be nice if it showed you every aircraft that you could use, even if it's just a list, or at the bottom of the screen, the same way it does when you, I guess, no, you can see it here. Yeah, charter service. So like running around in a DA-40 would be wicked. G36 would also be pretty cool. TBM 930, another great shout. But like by the time you get up to like the C90, you're looking at like $9.5 million, which is pretty crazy. What I would like to do also is do the jet engine endorsement. Actually, hang on, let me have a look here. So I could do airline transport and then turboprop airline transport. And then maybe we get some cool jobs off of that. And we do have the money, but I feel like all I'm doing is qualifying for things. So, I don't know. It really does feel like it's just like, hey, here's my career mode. Here's my qualifications, you know, and like there might be 1 or 2 flights here and there. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to maybe consider editing this. I don't know if we'll stay at 2 videos a week or if we'll go 1 video a week and just move it from my Monday and Thursday nights into like a Wednesday night. So I can say, hey, this video is coming out tonight, you know, like keep an eye out for it. Comes out in like 12 hours or whatever, you know. Or if I just do, you know, a long-ish flight on stream and then do something else a bit more fun off stream. Something that might take a little bit longer. I don't know. My schedule at the moment in terms of gaming is busy because of raiding in Final Fantasy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Once that's done, we can go back to whatever. Though then it will also be busy because we'll probably be looking at more ultimate raids, so... I don't know. We'll see how it goes and we'll see how everything is, and... I don't know. Anyway, thanks everyone so much for joining me, whether you were lurking, whether you were chatting. Really appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed today's flight. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It does help out a bunch. And go back and check out some of the other videos and leave some comments and likes and stuff on them. It helps me be seen by much more people. So if you want to help me succeed by doing your little part, just leaving a small comment and liking the videos as they come out is a humongous help. And also watching them all the way through does help as well. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to head off, maybe get a quick bite to eat, and do some other things. So, take care of yourselves. There is only one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. See you later, everyone.